Michael Bay. Good afternoon.
Thanks, Joe.
Good afternoon,
Thanks, Joe.
Michael.
How is everyone today? My job as a director is I get to dream for a living.
Michael, you know, you're known for such unbelievable action. What inspires you? How do you come up with these unbelievable ideas?
I create visual worlds that are so beyond everyone's normal life experiences. And Hollywood is a place that creates a viewer escape. And what I try to do is, as a director, I try to... the type is all off, sorry, but I'll just wing this.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, we'll wing it right now. I try to take people on an emotional ride, and
The Curve? How do you think it's going to impact how viewers experience your movies?
excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Michael Bay for joining us.
Oh my god, he should have done that during Transformers.
That just shows the guy doesn't have an original thought in his head.
Hey, leave the man alone. He was confused because he just got a handy from Megan Fox.
Guys, you don't get it.
What?
You don't understand. The reason why Michael, the type's all off. This is SCNS Live. Hey guys, welcome to SCNS Live. As I said before, I am Matt, and we got an amazing show for you today. We have Nerd Confessionals, the return of Nerd Confessionals, and we have a lot to go from because you guys posted a lot on Facebook, which we thank you. Also, we have Oh Hell No, and Rob Entropy promises it's going to be killer this time.
I'm mad.
He's mad, as he just said. So, without further ado, let's introduce our panelists today. We have Jason and Cora over here. Jason, Cora, there they are.
Hey.
Look at them. I think y'all dropped it a little too early.
Whatever.
Y'all tried to be ghosts for a second.
Drop the bass, bitch.
Yeah, there you go. Invisibility cloak activates.
How there, Potter?
Harry Potter. And then right over there in the corner, we got Rob and Tropy, who is angry, so don't be confused by
I
his laughing.
hate y'all.
He hates us.
The camera off me.
You got problems.
Shit.
Well, hi. I'll have you look at me for a bit. He'll cool down later. So, we've got some super cool nerd news that we can't wait to talk to you about. So here we go. Let's get started with super cool nerd news, SCNN. All right, so this comes from our friends at Kotaku. Basically, there is a new program out that is creating video games on its own. It's a computer program called Angelina. And Angelina's been making computer game, well, really just video games for a while now. And most recently, it was put into this competition to really test it out against other creators. And it is rather horrifying, as you can see above me right over here. It looks like it's right out of the mind of somebody just, oh God, insane. So that's why, guys, build your bunkers now, get stuff ready, get your canned food ready, because Skynet's coming. And furthermore, let me just say this. This is what the actual description of the game is according to Angelina. And I will say this in my best robot voice. This is a game about a disgruntled child. That's terrifying. A founder. The game only has one level, and the objective is to reach the exit. Along the way, you must avoid the tomb as they kill you and collect the ship. What? Holy crap. Already this is insane, all right? I used some sound effects from Free Sound, like the sound of ship. That's not plural. It is like the sound of ship. Using Google and a tool called Metaphor Magnet, I discovered that people feel charmed by Founder sometimes. So I chose a unnerving piece of music from Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech website to complement the game's mood. Let me know what you think. In future, so apparently this guy has no grammar at all. In future, I'll put more levels into my games and also make the mechanics more interesting. So I'm officially terrified.
I am effing scared.
I'm not playing that game.
No.
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 When somebody put some kind of governor in to not have the computers create stuff that could kill us?
Yeah, what happened to human video game programmers? Did they just become obsolete or something? Or are they just not good?
You know, did you guys ever see that movie Brain Scan?
No.
This sounds something like that to me. check out Brain Scan.
I will. Well, the game is called To That Sect. I do not. It's called To That Sect. And if you looked at the video above, you know that it is god-awful terrifying. So, Jason, what do you have?
All right, so we've all played, well, not all of us. We played WoW, and WoW has been plagued by just hackers stealing all of our crap, taking over our characters, taking over people's characters. I don't play WoW.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so, yeah, we got hacks in. Battle.net put in the new Battle.net passwords to try to regulate it better. They brought out the little authenticator things you can put on your keychain. You would think that, geez, we're done. We maybe have stopped people from stealing our accounts, their accounts, but unfortunately, no. They have found that a Trojan is now built into the Curse client for Blizzard. It's stealing your passwords and screen names in real time. It's actually going through the authenticator details as they're entered. A follow-up post reveals that the Trojan was built into a fake but fully functional version of the Curse client that's downloaded from a fake version of the Curse website. So a lot of people were caught up in this, and now we don't. They said the easiest way to remove this Trojan is actually to delete the fake Curse client and then run scans from an updated malware bytes, and you can tell if it's on your account by doing MS info file. And then looking into the startup program section of the file, do you get where I'm going with this? They have gone through great leaps and bounds to now hack WoW. So it might be just time to maybe give it up. No, we would never do that. We don't give up WoW.
So let me get this straight. For those of you that don't know, Jason hates hackers. Like, hates hackers.
Unless I'm the one doing it.
Unless he's the one doing it, which if you've heard some of his late night, spamming, it's actually quite funny.
Anyway, moving on.
I don't do nothing.
Yeah, says the guy who doesn't play World of Warcraft. All right, Rob, you have a story.
Yeah, I got a little story for y'all. Does anyone know who Leland Chi or Pablo Hidalgo are?
It's the new Disney film, Pablo and Stitch.
Kinda close. These guys are hired by Disney, but their job now is to kind of fix Star Wars. I didn't know it was broken. The thing is, and we all know that Disney's bought the whole Lucasfilm, everything, and they have Star Wars now. They're going to start making movies next year. These guys were hired as part of a group called the Lucasfilm Story Group to tell us what is and is not canon in Star Wars. Now, before what we had was anything in the movies was canon. Anything that was in novels, video games, TV shows, anything outside of the movies may or may not be, but for the most part, it was not canon. These guys are going to go through all these things and kind of pick out what they want or what they believe should be canon, fit it into the whole Star Wars universe, and help themselves set up more movies for Disney.
So are we finally going to get the answer of who shot first?
Han shot first.
On shot first.
Always. Han always shoots first. We know.
I don't care what they say,
that was
Han
funny.
shot first.
That was just funny. I just wanted to see what y'all was doing.
Yeah, funny.
I'm hilarious, and you know this.
That was hilarious.
Your ass is hilarious?
It is hilarious.
It is. It is.
Okay,
Oh,
then.
look at it. All right. So, Cora.
Twerk it.
Now that we got that ass out of your way,
Thank
Cora, what was your story?
Okay, so everyone loves a good horror game every now and then. I mean, part of the fun of horror games is they're scary. You know, you play Silent, but the problem is you play Silent Hill long enough or Fatal Frame, you know where all the jump scares are. Not anymore. Atlas and Zombie, it is
Zombie Studios,
Zombie
yeah.
Studios, thank you.
Yeah.
They've worked together and they've created a game called Daylight. Now, Daylight is a horror game, and you get your little cell phone, you get to use that as a light. Okay, cool, so it's kind of like Fatal Frame, just have a flashlight, you have a phone. Except every time you create a new save file, it restarts what the map looks like. So every time you start the game, you have a whole new carnival of terror waiting for you. Oh, and by the way, did I mention it's in a hospital? Because that's important too, it's in a hospital. So they've decided to take two terrifying years and put them together. Why don't you take a look at this trailer and we'll get what you think for yourself.
It's going to be early 2014, those of you who don't know.
Yeah, so it'll be early 2014.
Spoiler.
Where are you? Oh my God. What was that?
We're good.
Yeah, they gave me nothing.
Yeah, that game, I like it. I want to play that. I want to play it. Totally want to play that.
I don't.
The game's alright. Well, man, Dave.
I peed.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're gonna calm ourselves down, maybe have a drink, a stiff drink, and we'll be right back with some nerd confessions.
The Dallas Comic Book Show is coming January 11th and 12th at the Doubletree Hotel, Dallas Market Center.
ComicBooksDallas.com.
This will be a rare opportunity to meet Golden Age Captain America artist Alan Bellman, Tom DeFalco, Ron Marsh, Ron Friend, Joe Caroni.
ComicBooksDallas.com.
That's right, January 11th and 12th at the Doubletree Hotel, Dallas Market Center. Thousands and thousands of comic books and collectibles. The Dallas Comic Book Show, January 11th and 12th.
Go to ComicBooksDallas.com right now.
And we're back. Welcome back to SCNS Live. And thanks for joining us during that SCNN segment. I know that it was a little terrifying, but it's okay. We have no more scary parts. Actually, we have Rob talking later. Never mind, we have scary parts coming up later. However, right now, Reverend X is here to absolve your sins with a confession and a segment he likes to call Nerd Confessionals.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to the Church X. Here to forgive your nerd sins. Hold on a second. We need to take this to church. Something is wrong here. This ain't working for me. Let's take it to church, brother. There we go. Now I'm more at home in my natural environment and ready to hear your confessions. Could the congregation please give me the first one?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Reverend X. Oh, Lord. You know I love you. You know I love you, Reverend. But Brother Eric, Brother Father Gamer podcast, Brother
we don't
Eric.
never reveal no names here.
He's,
But none of these things we do.
he ascends.
How's
He
this brother
ascends,
sin?
Reverend X. He ascends. For in 2013, he played over 100 hours of Animal Crossing.
What the hell is wrong
He
with you?
overindulged.
Why are you playing? I mean, no, we do not judge the brothers when we make mistakes. Really, 100 hours of Animal Crossing? Really, 100?
100 hours, Reverend.
It's okay. I understand that this is a portable machine, brother. You could have gone out the house for a little while. Now, I understand it's an addictive game. It's like crack. I've heard some of y'all talk about
How
it.
many animals can cross, Reverend?
That's a
He's
lot.
on the crack rock.
Brother Eric, you take that game with you, take that 3DS, go about in the world, and do some good. Go help some real animals. Anyway, moving on. I don't know what to do about this.
Father, I got one.
What, sister, what you got?
It's from MC Junior,
MC. Sounds familiar.
and
Heard him.
his confession, Father. I still have the original copies of the tapes they included with the Gem and the Holograms doll. Yes. Yes, I stole them from my sister when I was a kid. They are fabulous.
What the hell?
Thievery.
I mean, no, brother. It was a fine show in the '80s, and it was truly outrageous, truly outrageous. And the sister Jim, she's a fine young lady. Brother, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna tell you. I want you to go watch some more '80s cartoons. Get off the gym for a little while. Better yet, why don't you just go get yourself the CD box set? Moving on. I want to hear the next one.
Brother,
Yes.
we have someone by the name of, believe it or not, JC.
Mm-hmm.
And her sin
I know this. Go ahead.
is that until the past 2 years, I have never, and she said never,
Never
ever,
what?
forever, ever saw Alien, Aliens, Predator, or any of the Terminator movies.
Sister, I know you. And I'm ashamed of you. But I do know you. So I'm willing to forgive you. You have remedied the problem. You saw, this is where self-help comes in. You went, you saw the movies, you corrected yourself. Sister, you have nothing to be ashamed of, but I want you to go ahead and rewatch the thing and make me a full, I want to hear a full report on them. And dissect every scene and in fact, write your own fan fiction. That is your penance. Write some fan fiction on that. I want to hear Ripley. Go ahead now.
Reverend, do you want them to commit adultery?
What?
On the fan fiction?
I don't care.
Really?
I want Ripley to kill that fool earlier. Anyway, never mind. Moving on, I want to hear the next sentence. Bring on the next sentence.
Is Ripley going to have sex with Alien?
Would you just shut the hell up and move on with that? Anyway, moving on.
I'm terrified, Reverend. But Reverend, I have another confession.
Who might it be?
From my brother Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Not Chris Kid. Who's behind the
The professor's doing a
the
fine
ball.
job.
He's doing a very job.
Yes.
Doing a very well job tonight.
Praise him.
But brother Chris, he's a Transformers fan.
Mm-hmm.
He recently converted to Transformers. However, as he has seen the classic cartoon show every episode, the only movie he's seen is Transformers 2. Reverend, how can you help him,
I
Reverend?
can't help him. He is beyond help. Unless you go right now. In fact, you need to stop. Well, actually do it after this show goes off the air. We need the rating. Just stick with us a little while. But I need you to go watch the original 1984 movie. Watch Optimus Prime perish and die for our sins. Cry like I did because I was upset. He did that. Why did I have to cry? I mean, anyway, go see it. Experience the feelings and emotions. And then I want you to move on to maybe some, we'll just skip the movies. Why don't you go ahead and watch some Japanese Headmasters? That is your penance, brother. Make it happen. Anyway.
Reverend, when you cried like a baby, were you 30 years
We
old?
don't need to talk about this, all right? That's done and over with. Anyway, moving on. I do have one that was submitted by, I'm going to go ahead and name this brother. Because I don't think what he did was wrong. Our editor-in-chief, Mr. Jordan Mason. He said that he told someone about his Star Wars collection. which he is a huge Star Wars fan, that this collection was here before you, and it will be here after you. Brother Jordan, you are forgiven. And also, you're my damn hero. That was pretty awesome to say. Just anyway, moving on. This has been Nerd Confession. What, do we have another brother?
Yes, Reverend. Yes, we got a couple more, Reverend.
These sinners just coming out the woodwork. Let me hear it. What we got now?
This one comes from TC,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, I am a nerd who is not a fan of Doctor Who.
Who gives a crap? It's Doctor Who. I mean,
Reverend.
we don't have to be fans of every genre. We're nerds. We're not historians to everything that has happened. So, sister, you are okay. But I recommend go ahead and maybe catching up just to know a little bit in conversation. Maybe go to the Wikipedia page and cheat and act like you really know about that. Are there any more sinners coming out the woodwork here? Any more?
Brother, I got one more.
Oh, Lord.
I got one more.
Yo,
But you know the thing is, I don't know if this is a sin.
okay.
I really don't.
That's for me to determine.
But we have a brother,
I'm the judge.
S.I.
Mm-hmm.
We all know him.
I mean, I do know him, of course. He is.
He wins every goddamn thing we put out. Yeah, him.
What did you do?
Now, this brother is a huge Star Wars fan.
I've heard things.
And he refuses to watch Star Wars on anything but VHS.
What's the problem?
He refuses.
First of all, if you still have a VHS machine that's working, heaven forbid that thing break, because you're done. You're gonna be forced to watch Han not shoot first if you don't earn. I'm sorry. Really, VHS?
That's not all. Transformers, Robotech, assorted anime, all on VHS. There's something wrong with this boy.
Brother, you're taking up a lot of space on your shelf, not moving over to high definition DVDs and Blu-rays. I don't know what's wrong. Those things are gathering. What is wrong with you, man? You still got to put a cleaner in a VHS. Yes, I'm judging you. Buy a DVD. Buy a Blu-ray. Hell, get it on digital. Jeez.
He got a PS4. Come on now.
Reverend, are you advertising that he should get the latest Blu-ray of Star Wars so he can
Just
see?
saying. There's purist and then there's insanity.
Well, Reverend, so he can see
Or
new
infinity.
Anakin at the end and not old Anakin?
Oh, yeah.
You want to see new Ghost Anakin? Reverend, are you advertising that?
You know what? Stick with the damn VHS until it breaks on you. Anyway. I got nothing else on this. I need to go get a palate cleanser myself. Brothers and sisters, we're going to go ahead and take a break, but we're coming right back with some more SCNS Live. But first, we're going to show this North Texas Comic Book Show video once again. Professor, please roll it. Take me out.
The Dallas Comic Book Show is coming January 11th and 12th at the DoubleTree Hotel, Dallas Market Center.
ComicBooksDallas.com.
This will be a rare opportunity to meet Golden Age Captain America artist Alan Bellman, Tom DeFalco, Ron Mars, Ron Friend, Joe Caroni.
ComicBooksDallas.com.
That's right, January 11th and 12th at the DoubleTree Hotel, Dallas Market Center. Thousands and thousands of comic books and collectibles. The Dallas Comic Book Show, January 11th and 12th.
Go to ComicBooksDallas.com right now.
Welcome back to SCNS Live. I hope that you feel enriched and you feel forgiven after Nerd Confessionals and Reverend X has absolved you of your sins, except for the last guy. We were not really sure what happened on that one, but we're going to forgive him anyway. At least we think so. But coming up next, we have, well, it's a classic segment. Our own Rob Entropy comes up with a story every week, or every week that he can find one,
Whenever the hell I feel like it.
whenever he feels like it, that he covers with such classic anger that you too might throw a chair with Oh Hell No.
Oh, hell no!
This mother
guy is really mad.
Hang on a second. All right. Do you people know what happened in Steubenville last year? What it was, around the summer, something like that? Yes, the football team, I believe it was, football, baseball, who the hell cares? It's a bunch of young punks. They had a party. They brought this 16-year-old girl in, got her drunk, and passed her around like a party favor. Took her all over the place, did all kind of things with this girl, and they all need to be punched in the goddamn nuts. Now, there's only 2 of them that are about to serve any time, and that's 1 year and 2 years, and that's juvenile detention. Now, the man who released all this information, pretty much everything you saw in the news, on any channel, anything that was released about this incident was from Derek Lostutter, 26-year-old IT guy in Kentucky. Now, this man came home and saw a FedEx truck sitting outside his house. So he's like, might make the delivery. He goes to his door, and as soon as he opens his door, a bunch of FBI agents with M16s just rush out this truck, yelling at him, get down on the ground, get the fuck down on the ground, blah, 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 blah. Went inside this house, sees his laptop, his girlfriend's laptop, CDs, flash drives, external drives, 2 cell phones, his brother's Xbox. Well, the Xbox need to go anyway. And why? All because he released information that was out there anyway. All he did was collect this information, put it into one spot, and put it out there. And guess what's going to happen to him? He's looking at spending 10 years in prison for letting people know about these goddamn punks that raped this girl. Every single one of them kids should be in prison for 10 years, not him. Again, all the information he got was already out there. Stuff from Twitter, Instagram, all kinds of stuff these guys put on YouTube. All this crap, they did themselves. It was just collected and given to him. Now, the thing that they're trying to get him for is that the RollRedRoll.com website of the high school for their team was hacked, and they said that if they didn't apologize to this girl and her family on January 1st of this year, they would release personal information about these kids as far as, I think, addresses, social security numbers, all kinds of stuff, just put it out in the public, which never happened. Thing is, Lostutter made the mistake of saying, yeah, I did it. However, he didn't do a thing. Someone else hacked it, and he's getting stuck for all this stuff. Now, you know what? This really pisses me off because this guy really did nothing wrong. I could understand if he hacked into computers that these guys had, get this information out, but all this stuff was out there in the public anyway. Them kids need to be shot in the head. Derek Lostutter is a freaking hero. No, Matt, I'm sick of this shit. Fucking young punks. Goddamn guy going to jail.
Wow.
Thanks for that, Rob. We appreciate that. We really do. And that was another installment of Oh Hell No. But you know what? I think we all kind of need a little palate cleanser. So Chris, can you roll it? Please, Rob. Please, Chris. We need it.
Oh, you look like a little monkey.
That's what Danny.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
That was so adorable.
That was so goddamn adorable.
I don't even know what Rob was talking about. That was adorable. My God. It's kittens everywhere. I have.
I'm touched in my pants.
Okay.
What?
I'm
I don't
gonna
know,
go
that
stand
was-
next to Rob now.
It's
Okay. Bye-bye.
quite terrifying. Again, this show, the theme of the show, I don't think you understand or not, or if you haven't guessed it, it's fear, and we're getting a lot of that tonight. So good job, everybody. Good job. I wish we had a thing at the bottom that said, theme of the day, fear, and it's flashing over and over again. But
It'll
we'll
be the
do that.
word, and we'll just scream it out every time someone says fear.
Fear. Yes,
All right, sounds
exactly. Well, this weekend we are going to the North Texas Comic Book Show.
Yes.
And this is the first con of our season, and it's set to be a great con. But before we get into North Texas Comic Book Show, I want to ask you guys, what is your favorite con? So Jason, what's your favorite con?
For me, it was really a toss-up because we've gotten treated very well at some cons. But honestly, the one I like the most is probably All-Con. Just because All-Con is like a big 72-hour party. In fact, it's going to be 4 days this year. Because it's in a hotel. I mean, we can booze freely. I mean, that's not the best part of it. For me, it is. But anyway, it's a great con. I love it's for us. These cons are like nerd family reunions. So I really like when we're able to just go hang out in the hotel. It's got a bar right downstairs, and lots of just panels. Everybody knows each other, and you just bring more people in, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. That's why I love All-Con. And I can't wait. And that's coming up in March. I can't wait to go.
All right, Cora, what about you?
For me, it would have to be Anime Fest. Now, when I
Oh
first,
yeah, I didn't expect that one.
now, when I first moved out here to Texas, I went to 2 cons my first year, and that was A-Con and Anime Fest. And honestly, I had more fun at Anime Fest because it wasn't as big of a con. It was very small, and everyone was like, oh, friendly. All the cosplayers were really nice. The people that run it were super nice. And I met Laura, and she's just fantastic. Everyone's fantastic. And the whole con, even though it's growing, but it's still staying small, and it still has this nice, homey, you come to us kind of feel to it. That's why I like it so much.
Excellent. Yeah, you know, Anime Fest, I'm excited to go to my first Anime Fest this year. I haven't ever been to one. But Rob, what about you? What's your favorite con?
My favorite cons are X-Cons.
Different con.
Oh.
Different con. Like, one you go to.
Places to go to. Anime Fest. Anime Fest is perfect. Went to it first time last year. Did some filming, all that. You guys probably saw the video. If you haven't, shame on you. But the lady there, Candace, that runs the whole thing, she was awesome. That's all I got to say. She's just, everything she did to accommodate us was perfect. She actually went above and beyond for this whole thing for us. So, you know what? I mean, there are a lot of cons I like. I mean, Jason mentioned All-Con. That's wonderful. But for me, Anime Fest.
That's great. You know, and like I said, I'm really excited to go to Anime Fest. Anime Fest should be a lot of fun. I'm a huge fan of anime myself, so I'm looking forward to going to my first ever Anime Fest. But I gotta say, my favorite one so far in our con circuit has to be QuakeCon. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun, and they take good care of us. I mean, you guys saw that spread last time. That was delicious.
Every time they feed us, dude.
Yeah, that was some grub.
They definitely feed us, and they give us such an awesome gift bag. That
Yeah, T-shirts.
yeah,
Nice.
T-shirts, a mouse, and all stuff. But not only that, we also love everything that they have over there with the newest innovations in technology for gaming, as well as, you know, they have a movie night there too. So we're hoping to do a lot more stuff at QuakeCon. But overall, we have to say that North Texas Comic Book Show is absolutely one of our favorites because they always take good care of us, and it's such a small con that, you know, you get to experience more out of it. So what's actually happening this time?
Well, actually, speaking of North Texas Comic Book Show, the reason this con has like a special place in my heart, mainly because I went to the first North Texas Comic Book Show. It was actually the first con that we ever covered when we were still the Untitled Super Cool Nerd Show. The guy that runs the con, Chris Latchaw, is a really great guy. He's been very supportive of us, and we're grateful for him. But we've just watched his con grow from just, it was literally one room in like a ballroom. They had Sam De La Rosa there, a couple of small-time artists, and it was just in one room. And now it's moved to a bigger hotel. It's going 2 days now. We got legends in the business coming this Saturday and Sunday. I'm ready to meet Tom DeFalco. Hopefully we can get an interview with him because he's legend in the business. Joe Caroni.
Do a barrel roll.
It's not that Falco. also not to be confused with the '80s Falco. You know.
Yeah.
Atreyu!
No, that's Falcor.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
rock me, Amadeus. Ooh, rock me, Amadeus.
Oh, I like
Amadeus,
him.
Amadeus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, he did.
That guy. Falco's dead, really?
God, years ago.
This is shocking.
Isn't he like a mob boss?
I'm gonna cry later. Anyway, but North Texas Comic Show has grown, and it's one of those cons that we're glad that we were able to come to the. I mean, Chris and I actually did our first mobile broadcast from North Texas Comic Show, so it's got a special place in our hearts. Chris wanted to be here tonight, by the way, guys, but we couldn't get him because he has a lot of prep to go with the con. But as far as North Texas Comic Show, we also get it 4 times a year, so it's constantly coming. If you got a chance this weekend, come out there because we hope to see you guys too. And we're going to be there in full force. We're going to have an Osni there. Also, you know, let's give a shout out to an Osni who's sick at home right now, recovering. But she will be there. She's going to be selling some prints. We're going to be there broadcasting.
Yeah. We'll be there both days, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we'll be broadcasting on the first day.
Yeah, and then Sunday we're going to probably have some fun and meet people. Maybe do a little man on the street interviews. But it's just, it's nice to go out and hang out over there. I can't wait till he actually gets to like all-con level. So we can just be hanging out in the hotel drinking all weekend.
Now, North Texas Comic Book Show, where's that going to be at?
It's going to be at the DoubleTree Hotel off 35. I'm going to put a link down in the comments to their website so you can find out where it's behind Medieval Times in Dallas. So if you're in another state or city, well, come on to Dallas. Hit your plane. It'll be all right. But I'm going to put a link down in the comments. It's going to be at the DoubleTree Hotel behind Medieval Times off of 35. And we'll get full directions because we got to get there too. Where is it?
It's at the DoubleTree Hotel. So yeah, that is North Texas Comic Book Show. It's going to be happening Saturday and Sunday. You're going to want to come over, see us, visit with us. You'll be on camera. So, you know, you'll have fun, and you're going to be famous right then and there because you're going to get the SCNS live bump. So that's what we're doing this weekend. But there's actually a story that we were talking about probably a couple of weeks ago. It was off air, really. You weren't a part of it, as you know. But we were talking about this new Wonder Woman cameo appearance that's going to be in the new Batman Superman movie. Now, there was a lot of controversy with what the role was going to be like. And Rob, actually, you know more about it. So Rob, why don't you explain a little bit?
Okay. All right. Well, what was going on was, what was the website? Batman,
Superman, Forever,
no,
Live
the
Together.
actual website. They were
Like-
talking about the whole Wonder Woman thing, and the owner of the site made some mentions as far as Wonder Woman being Kryptonian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait. So
Yeah, that was the initial thing that they said. That Wonder Woman was going to be Kryptonian, and remember in the Man of Steel, they talked about a bunch of Kryptonians leaving to go search the universe for whatever,
Yeah.
find other places, colonies and whatever. Well, his speculation was that the Amazonians were Kryptonians who left Krypton thousands of years ago, settled on Earth, and pretty much got acclimatized to Earth. They been their home, reproduce, whatever, blah, blah, so on, so on.
So it's Supergirl with an invisible jet?
Yeah, but they were supposed to be, he said the Amazonians were going to be depowered.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. So, now, the thing is, when this news came out, fanboys went into a tizzy. Just, why is this? Because when Superman gets here, I mean, you've seen the comics, after years and years, he doesn't depower. Superman stays at the same level. And the Amazonians would be at the same power level, if not stronger than Superman when he gets here. However, we've come to find out that that was all that guy's opinion. So we don't have to worry about the Amazonians being Kryptonian or anything like that. That was just something that he said. It wasn't a rumor that came from the studios, anyone having to deal with the movie. So right now, your only problem with the movie is a short, skinny, shrimpy-ass Wonder Woman and Batfleck.
Meanwhile, in
right.
an undisclosed location, Zack Snyder. Oh shit, he caught us. He figured it out. Batflick, we're gonna have to catch you. We're gonna have to revise. Send me your script. God damn it. How did they figure it out? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what
I
happened.
mean, but seriously though, I mean, is there any sort of like, maybe he actually did, he was a part of it, he was like a screenwriter sort of thing, and then they called him up and were like, what are you doing?
No, he wasn't. He just had apparently this guy has had insight to different movies as they're being made, so people took it as his word is most likely going to be true. So when he said Amazons are from Krypton, people went nuts. They lost their freaking minds. And I have to say that I did also.
Well, one thing on that, though. Because I know that we've all been pretty judgmental on Superman, Batman. I'm guilty of this, too. So we're going back to Nerd Confessional for a little bit. But, I mean, we've jumped on Wonder Woman. We're kind of...
Yeah, we have.
I didn't jump on Wonder Woman.
I have.
I wish I'd jumped on
Couldn't
Wonder
resist it
Woman.
with these guys. Anyway, the fact... You keep going. Anyway, but this
She wants some Wonder Woman boot tag.
as a person who has actually just been flat out against Superman, Batman, I actually got to the point where I'm just not even... Nothing they do upsets or excites me anymore. But I think that we're actually getting a little too crazy with the judgment on this movie. Before we've even known anything. We haven't seen a costume. We haven't seen a script. We just know who the actors are going to be. So we've actually... and I can't believe I'm saying this.
Says the man who
For someone who
drank
doesn't care.
Affleck got cast.
You know what? Justice League War is about to come out on DVD, animated movie. Just go watch Justice League War. Screw this movie. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry. I forgot myself for a second. What the hell was I thinking?
You forget yourself a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't
We
been
know.
drinking.
I know. We've started this new policy where basically we had an intervention with Jason, and he doesn't drink as much. But he still drinks. So it's...
Rob
it's,
still does.
Rob is,
Fuck y'all.
Rob is drunk. He is very drunk. He was holding a beer a second ago. But either way. So we've got some TV news.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do. Arrow has come back, and...
Well, no, it comes back next
week.
Right. They've come back and told us, so they're previewing.
Nice save.
Thank you. They've come back and previewed about Barry.
Right, because, I mean, all of our... I mean, like, I've been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., even though people have not been. Arrow went out very strongly for their mid-season break.
Mm-hmm.
Especially... They went for it in the last bit. And if you haven't, well, of course you've seen it. If you're watching this show, you've watched Arrow.
Yeah,
and
you better.
they've actually released a clip where they're actually going to go ahead and update us with the condition of Barry right off the bat. So I'm ready for Arrow to come back because, like I said, I keep saying this. If you had told me a couple years ago I was going to be watching a Green Arrow show, I'd have called you a liar. Did you watch the season ender for Arrow?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Why?
I've been working a lot.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to...
You have no excuse.
But Rob, you
I
watched...
also don't have a way to watch it.
Well, that's better. That's
Season
a better
for Arrow?
excuse.
You watched the season ender for Arrow, right?
Yeah, the destroy his whole damn life and then kill him.
And yes, we did get Slade coming back.
Yeah. Destroy his whole damn life.
So here, out of the two biggest nerd shows
I
on TV
was
right
on
now,
Spartacus.
you don't make fun of Deathstroke.
He
right?
was on Spartacus.
But out of the two big shows, the two big nerd shows, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Arrow, who's killing it this season?
Arrow.
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 I like that the professor sided with me on that. Thank you, Professor.
He'll
Anyway.
just side with whatever you say.
However, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came back very strong. Has anybody, you watched the season?
Yeah, I watched it. It was an episode that made me say, "Good Lord!" I mean, what they did to him. Whew.
I actually haven't seen it yet, so I'm not too
Well,
sure.
we're not going to reveal too many spoilers just in case you're watching it on Hulu or something like that, and you haven't seen it yet. But everyone's been saying, and this is quoting actually a friend of ours, Ben Stevens from the Nerd Show. They were having kind of the same argument, and people have been saying some of the gripes the show's been getting, like there's been no long-lasting storyline.
That's my gripe.
But honestly, the Coulson
Yeah.
thing is the long storyline.
Yeah, but it's always like
Yeah, but it's
5
like- it's-
minutes. It's like the last 2 minutes of the episode where Coulson's like, "What are my medical records?
Well, we don't
What
give
am I
it
doing
away
this?
yet,
Well, see,
okay?
What's going to
Fury.
happen is during the season finales where it's going to all tie together, and then they're going to leave a cliffhanger for season 2.
Yeah,
This is
that's
basic
lame.
TV.
Seriously, if they
That's
have,
what TV does.
No,
Yes.
dude,
No, not-
that's not basic TV. I mean, they've been dragging out this thing over here is Tahiti, 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 Tahiti. Fuck Tahiti. Let's find out what's going on.
yeah,
Of course, last night you find out some of the stuff, but
yeah, and nowadays it's like you can't say that it's TV. You can't say that that's what TV does because nowadays shows aren't like that. It used to be shows where there were like mission of the day, monster of the week, whatever it was.
I don't like that gripe.
I hate that.
See?
I hate that because nowadays we're used to a certain style of TV that you're following a story.
that's
You're
just-
following a story till the end, to the season finale, and then you're like, you've got all this character development where at the end you're like, what? No. Like that you see that with shows like True Blood, Game of Thrones, all those like anything HBO really. But like you see that sort of thing, and then you go to a show like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where it's like, our mission of the week, let's do this. And then the last 2 minutes are like, I want to know what happened to me on Tahiti. Like, that is it. The last 2 minutes. And I don't want to go after this episode to all right, we're back together again. Let's go to the mission of the week again.
what happened to me, bro?
What happened to me, bro? And then at the season finale, it's all like, I actually had figured out what happened to me on Tahiti. And then it's like,
Well, you
find
see,
out in season 2.
Well, you see, Supernatural started out that way, where it was Monster of the Week, and then towards the end of the season, it got to a point where everything started to click together. All of those missions turned into one, or not missions, all of those hunts turned into one thing, and it turned into a big conglomerate 2-part season finale. And then season 2, it was more concrete on what the solid story was.
Right,
See,
but that's like
different.
Well, that is different because that's back whenever a time was it was like Smallville, and you had shows like Supernatural. That's when Supernatural even came out, was like around the Smallville era,
Yeah.
where TV shows were doing that, where they still were doing the mission of the week, monster of the week sort of thing. They were doing that. Now, all I'm saying is nowadays, with the way TV is, it's kind of unacceptable, which is why that's why a lot of people don't like that sort of thing anymore.
Well, with like she's saying, with Supernatural, there was a strong, like, backstory or back plot to it. It was, gotta find Daddy. What the hell?
Yeah, gotta find Daddy. Gotta
We
figure
gotta
out
find
what
Daddy.
we're
We gotta
gonna
figure
do.
what's going on?
and-
Yeah. So I mean, they were trying to find him, and that's what they did the whole season. But it was that same Monster of the Week thing. Then when they found Daddy, it was, why did Daddy disappear? What's going on? Then the whole yellow-eyed demon, and so on and so on. You got the gates of hell and everything else. Supernatural now is actually kind of convoluted to me. It's kind of jumbled right now. But
well, I mean, how many seasons are that? Like seven, season
they're
8
about
now?
like 8.
Season 9 now?
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Shows kind of get convoluted whenever you're at season 9. You're just like, the writers are sitting back just like,
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what the hell to do.
have we killed Satan yet? We could do that.
Fun fact, Satan comes back the next episode, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't
That's
gotten
not a
that
spoiler,
far,
that's
but
from
it's
the
good to know I've spoiled myself.
It's not a spoiler. Not a spoiler. Because I don't think they killed him to begin with.
Oh, interesting. So wait.
I don't know.
So in
I'm on
se-
season 4.
So wait, in season 1, episode like 5, Satan comes in and that sort of
Oh,
thing because
no.
technically
Satan
that
wasn't
was
even
a
in it
spoiler.
then. He was no part of it yet.
Yeah.
Satan doesn't show up until, like, later. Satan hasn't showed up yet.
I just love that Satan's even involved. Like, that.
Oh yeah, God has left heaven
Really?
eons ago, long time ago. The angels were just up there like, where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
Did he come back down so that way he could
No,
do
he's
movies?
gone. He's like, Jesus pretty much, well, God said, fuck y'all, I'm going to see the Padres. And left.
The Padres? Like, so he's a San Diego guy?
Yeah, probably is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So God's in San Diego,
Well,
You know,
everybody.
long hair, hippie, getting stoned all the time.
Sup, bro? Love me
Angels
the
are in the outfield
Padres.
in Los Angeles. So.
So, yeah, I mean,
So if you ever hear that song, What If God Was One of Us? Chances are you're in San Diego. That's creepy. Stop doing that. Don't do that.
So,
Terrifying.
I got one. Has anybody actually been keeping up with CES this week? Anybody?
Well,
I only got one thing.
I did watch the BCS Championship Bowl.
That's not CES show.
Okay.
We're talking about the Consumer Electronics Show. We got a lot of, we got what, the 4K TVs for one.
Yeah, the 105-inch curved Samsung TV. Came on myself when I heard that.
The type is off. I gotta go.
Get out of here. Well, I got one just because this one's kind of near and dear to my heart. But did you hear about T-Mobile's CEO and what he did?
Okay, let me guess. I haven't seen it, but he got that really hot T-Mobile girl that was back on the advertisements before, made out with her, and it went crazy.
Incorrect. She's gone.
They were on a drunken bender.
However, what
Damn
he
it.
She's gone because he killed her.
hold on now, if you're
Next
not following T-Mobile CEO John Legere on Twitter, you're missing
John
out.
Legere.
This guy is like the ultimate troll for like anybody who's his competitor. It is hilarious to watch. The man goes out to AT&T's building, challenges people to foot races. Well, here's what he did. At the CES show, he crashed AT&T's party and was sitting there mingling, bad-mouthing AT&T, doing just madness in their party until they found out who he was, and then they actually kicked him out. And then he went on Twitter and taunted them about it. If you want to find the ultimate Twitter troll, go next to Patton Oswalt, who's my favorite. He is my Twitter follow recommend of the week. The CEO of he's an absolute raving madman who drives around in a Cadillac Escalade with a pink Batman symbol on it.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Also, this guy is like the Antichrist to CEOs because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just go follow him on Twitter. It is just hilarious. The guy is just a maniac. And they actually posted the this quarter sales for T-Mobile. They were actually higher than they've been in 8 years. So clearly this guy is doing something right, even though he is freaking crazy.
Yeah, he is pretty nuts. I mean, we are with T-Mobile, and we've seen some of his presentations. I mean, you know, blazer, T-shirt with some type of superhero, usually Batman sneakers, and he's just shit, fuck, screw them, blah, blah, blah. Like this is a man giving a CEO giving a presentation to all employees, and he's just cursing.
Hold on. The most honest statement that I heard this man make, which was hilarious to me, he said, limiting data rates hurts our access to porn on our phones.
I never heard that.
Well, he's got a point.
He
Wow.
said this in front of, for the most honest statement of the damn year. You win. You win. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey,
What?
you know what? I actually saw something recently about how much porn is on the web. I mean, roughly a certain amount. 40% of the internet is porn.
That
You know
makes
how
sense.
much is sports?
Uh,
Sports, big thing. Everyone, ooh,
10%?
like 4.
Really?
4.5%
I look at
of
so
the
much
internet
sports.
is sports. Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
that definitely gives a window on how much porn there is.
I kind of look at more sports than
Which
porn.
I
though.
will go back to Avenue Q. The internet is our porn.
More porn.
The internet is our porn.
More porn.
Grab your dick and go.
Porn. Back to you, sir.
Yeah. Well, that was all kinds of exciting. It's for porn. For porn. I love how that was like. Have you seen the one where it's with the World of Warcraft guys?
Mhm.
Yeah. I absolutely love that one.
I actually thought that's where it came from. Honestly.
I did too. I did too.
I didn't even know about Avenue Q. What? What? Why are you giving me the condescending pat?
Why are you doing the
Are
Pledge
you-
of Allegiance?
Stop
over there,
patting me.
Cora?
Stop condescending patting me. Stop. Anyway, go on.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah. So
It's going all wonky.
that is all kinds of, as he said, wonky. So, today's been a great show. It's been a great show. We've had a lot of laughs. We've been
We've
scared out
had
of our
laughs, we've
pants.
had fun. We've had our problems, but we always have our problems.
We did. We danced about porn, and that's exciting. It's really exciting. And it's our
40%. I got some work to do.
yeah, you got a lot of work to do. Our
get out.
teleprompter was screwed up. We had to walk off a couple times, but all together, it was a great show.
Wait,
Uh,
those are.
Yeah.
Is that what all them words and squiggles are back there? Oh.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, it's times like these that I think we should all get together. All of us come here together. Come over here. Come over
Come here, Rob. Join the family.
As it's the end of our episode, and
For a little. Yay.
it's the end of our episode, and we want to thank you for watching our episode today. And what do you got to do if you're watching this episode on YouTube? What do you want us to do? Porn.
Wrong.
Like
No,
us, like
no,
the video, subscribe to our channel.
Yes, do that.
Also,
Watch our videos, like us, tell your friends, or I'll find you.
or you could also like our Facebook page
He's an angry black
as
man.
well. In addition to
I'm
all the
your
other stuff.
token angry black.
And what's that Facebook page?
It is.
Facebook.com/SCNS.
Thank you.
That's right.
Also follow us on Twitter at SCNS Live.
That's right. And to close our show today, we have a nice little package. And that's what I meant, was package.
I see what you did there.
I did.
By the hardest working woman in the music industry. I love her so much. She's awesome.
Roll it.
Yeah.